This is where being authentic is actually really, really beautiful, is because if we have a why we're showing up the way that we are in terms of our brand positions, our values, our why needs to propel pretty much every single interaction. And I even
Mm.
had someone come to me a year ago and unsolicited, and say, Christine, I started adding my why in as I've been selling. I have had higher conversion rates than ever before, because when people ask what I charge, I give the price and then I say why. So the more we're actually incorporating why, the more people see the human behind it, and people want to engage with humans more than ever with how we're coming out into, this AI environment. Jonathan, you said this. You were like, I show up physically even though I have this AI avatar. Like, you are such a beautiful embodiment of why authenticity matters and the physical presence, even in an AI age, as you're teaching it. So I just
Well,
love
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, if you wonder, Christine and I had been on her podcast, and we talked about the fact that I'm not a big proponent of the AI video
Mm,
replicants, so to speak. I don't want to be an AI video. I want people to see me on video. And
yeah.
is that a pain? Yeah, I mean, it does mean more work, but I believe from a branding perspective, being authentic long term, that makes a lot of difference. If I tell people, look, it's not an AI version of Jonathan up there, and I don't, and people that do that, by the way, I have no problem with that. But for me, that choice for me to be authentic
Mm,
means at this point I have to show up to be the one to do that.
yeah.
That kind of brings me to the next question I've got is, somebody's listening, they're going, okay, Christine, this makes sense. I like where you're going. I feel it's time to do this. How does one determine what it means for them to be authentic? Because I
Mm,
believe this means asking sometimes some tough questions
yeah.
of ourselves that candidly can be kind of uncomfortable. It's easier sometimes just to go, well, I'm supposed to do this, so I'll do that because I know that.
Right.
It can be difficult to get to those authentic questions. How do you recommend doing that? What's an entrepreneur to do when they go, okay,
Mm,
I want to be more authentic? How do they do that?
yeah. Such a good question. And I would encourage everyone to ask that. Um, Y'all, the knowing framework is something that I moved through and then created a framework around. So this is something I've done. I've done the work. I'm not one of those
Yep.
ones who's like, let me tell you what to do, and I've never done it myself. The framework has three questions, effectively moving through the past, the present, into our potential. But the three questions are: who was I? How is the past showing up and manifesting in the present? What are those core moments, those core stories that shape now, today in the present, a mindset, or even like a physical behavioral manifestation? Because when we as
Mm.
entrepreneurs are looking at the way we engage with money, the way we engage with our partners, with our clients, whatever our tendencies are, if we whether they're good or bad, they're rooted in a story. And the more we actually do the work to uncover and kind of trace the roots down to the core moment or core memory or story of when that happened, that shaped my behavior today, it's effectively like we've got a belief in a behavior. So each one of those is rooted in a core memory in the past. So then when
Mm.
we're in relationships with our teams, or we're having a dialogue, even just the other day I was hosting a webinar with two folks from Harvard, and both of them work with leaders in corporate. And so much of what they're doing is helping, one of them's a therapist, one of them is a coach. And the therapist himself was like, if there's not psychological safety in your work environment, people are not going to be able to feel free and brave enough to be creative if the idea opposes what the leader says. So there's really we're talking about being authentic. There's an element of, okay, how am I feeling, how am I doing that analysis, but okay, well, how am I being perceived? Is the perception aligning with who I think and say that I am? And so with these three questions,
Mm.
well, who was I, what are those core moments and memories, how does that show up in a belief and a behavior today, and who am I? So that's the second question, who am I? And then third, well, who do I want to be? Am I actually the entrepreneur that I want to be? Am I actually the leader I say that I want to be? The husband, the father, the partner? Am I actually my own ideal?